This is an SU TV News Update, brought to you by the NDSU Bookstore.
The Bison Sports Arena is scheduled for a $41 million renovation, which is creating major headaches for NDSU Athletic Director Gene Taylor. The biggest problem is that the men's and women's basketball and wrestling programs will need a temporary home. The renovation is scheduled to start anytime after the men's basketball game on March 1st. Once construction starts, the building will be gutted, making it impossible to hold practices or games. Gene Taylor is currently working on finding an alternative location for all of these events.
We're looking at possibly the BBF for some women's games and wrestling. We're negotiating with a couple of different groups in town to possibly host men's basketball and some women's basketball for competition, and we think that's getting close to being finalized. And then practices, we're looking at a lot of different options, whether it be the Benson bunker, going off-site somewhere to a local place that has basketball courts, to maybe create an opportunity for us to, build a temporary thing for basketball.
The Fargo Dome was also considered as a temporary solution, but there are other events scheduled there almost every other weekend. Icy roads may not be the only danger North Dakota drivers are facing. North Dakota ranks among the worst in the nation for road safety. A group called Advocates for Highway and Auto Safety highlights 15 driving laws every state should have and how many are being implemented. North Dakota has only implemented 6 of these. The group recommends that in order to improve, a few laws should be enforced, including front and rear primary seatbelts. The Winter Olympics are underway in Sochi, Russia. Today, events included skiing and team figure skating, but the opening ceremonies won't be held until tomorrow. 12 new men's and women's medal events have been added since the 2010 Vancouver Olympics. Television coverage of the Olympics can be found on NBC in Fargo on KVLY Channel 11. Coming up on SU TV News tonight at 7:30, Bryn Nelson talks with Bison men's basketball head coach Saul Phillips and women's head coach Carolyn Dehoff about the soon-to-be remodeled Bison Sports Arena. Our student organization feature focuses on not one, but 2 organizations, the Saddle and Sirloin Club and the Hip Hop Team. Those stories and more are coming up tonight on SU TV News right here live at 7:30 p.m. on Channel 84. And now let's take a look at the weather, brought to you by MapBus. It looks like today will be about 4 degrees, tonight it'll get down to -8, and then it'll warm up to 10 tomorrow. Let's look at our 7-day forecast. Looks like this weekend it'll be mostly and partly sunny. Monday it's going to get down to 0 degrees, and Wednesday there's a chance of snow at about 8 degrees. This has been an SU TV News Update brought to you by the NDSU Bookstore.
This is an SU TV News Update, brought to you by the NDSU Bookstore.